Allocation of 3 billion for development projects in Pag-asa Island in Kalayaan, Palawan. Speaker Martin Romualdez made the commitment during a visit to the remote town in the West Philippine Sea. Romualdez said these projects include an airport, a naval port, and a fishing sanctuary. Now, the official also assured the island will have its share of the confidential funds that the lower chamber plans to realign from civilian agencies. The military, for its part, thanked Romualdez for, quote, recognizing the need to strengthen the nation's defense after the visit. The Philippine Coast Guard says the fishing boat that was rammed by a foreign oil tanker will be towed back to shore. PCG spokesperson Rear Admiral Armand Balilo said they tapped a private provider, Harbor Star, to take charge of towing and salvaging the boat. He noted that the family who owns FFD Dayarin asked for it to be repaired and used again. Meanwhile, Balilo said the agency has written to the Marshall Islands government, where the tanker was registered, to conduct their probe on the collision. The incident on October 2 led to the death of 3 Filipino fishermen. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Socio-Economic Planning Secretary Arsenio Balisacan warns against further raising interest rates. Balisacan said doing so could hurt consumers, producers, and the Philippine economy amid high inflation. He noted that the Philippines has been the most aggressive in the region in raising interest rates. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas Monetary Board had extended its pause on key rate at 6.25% at its last 4 meetings. The next rate-setting meeting is on November 16.
I look at how our neighbors, we see that ang policy rates natin, we stand out among our Asia, and that's not something that we can be proud of, right? Because that's increasing the cost of production, that also depressing consumer demand, so that the whole domestic demand is going to be affected, and the impact is more longer term.
Let's now take a quick look at other stories we're watching. The Makabayan Bloc has filed a resolution urging the Congress to probe the Medusa ransomware cyber attack on PhilHealth. The group denounced PhilHealth's downplaying of the incident by claiming that only select servers and workstations were affected. Speaker Martin Romualdez says the House agrees with Vice President Sara Duterte that confidential funds are necessary for promoting peace and security. Congress is in the process of realigning CIFs to agencies concerned with national defense and security. Meanwhile, at 2.19 billion pesos worth of shabu from Mexico were seized at the Manila International Container Port on October 4. The contraband, weighing over 320 kilos, were stuffed in packs of beef jerky and were wrapped in a carbon paper. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 2 in the afternoon as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.